Hi there, Taurus. This is your solar eclipse reading, which is happening on Wednesday in the sign of Leo. So I'm using some divine feminine and some divine masculine tarot here. So the divine feminine, which is what we're doing now, is asking you what you would be best to nurture within yourself at the moment. This came out on the bottom of Aries. So nurturing, I feel like there might be times where you're not using your time as wisely as you could be, or there's certain situations or people around you that it would be best to just stay away from for now. Anything that leaves you feeling drained or tired, not yourself, questioning life, it feels like it's best to stay away from that at the moment. This was the second card that came out with Aries. You could be pondering I want to say placement, so I wonder if there's something you're considering relocating. I've got the King of Wands. You could be wondering where your fire's gone or where your determination's gone. It's maybe taken a little bit of a back seat at the moment. You might be wondering how to best get back in your power again, because you've got a lot of fire energy. You've got the Ace of Wands, and this is all to do with your feminine side. You could be really exploring parts of yourself at the moment that bring you the greatest pleasure or joy, because the Wands are quite fun seeking, joy seeking, seeing which things like really float your boat and keep you going. So you might be looking at new interests, new hobbies, meeting new groups of people. The Devil. You might be looking at the real cause of what keeps you held back and stops you from moving forward with your plans. You know, you're quite a dynamic sign. You're the sign of the bull, so you tend to move forward with ferocity a lot of the time. But there could be a situation around that for some reason hasn't quite worked out, and it feels like this solar eclipse is going to help you to gather momentum. Now we're dealing with the divine masculine energies, which are dynamic and active. So what's your best course of action at the moment, Taurus? What is the best plan for you to take, the best thing for you to do? The Magician. Whatever you bloody well want. Whichever way you want to go. You're in charge. I wonder if you weren't in charge for a while. I wonder if something happened in order to flip the switch or tip the balance a little bit. Maybe this was you trying to work out, maybe it's in a work situation or a social setting, how you get back into your place of holding like the remote control of life. It feels very much maybe it's like somebody else was. And so that was your theme of taking back your remote control, where other people have been taking control. It could be something that had been annoying you or irking you a little bit. You're going out looking for newness in your emotions. I feel like you're going to be seeking out new, exciting places, people, situations, things that fill your emotional cup. The King of Swords. You might have to cut something off or cut something out. The King of Wands is underneath the King of Swords. There could be some really opposing energies, and this could be either in the external or in your internal. So you could be battling over whether you want to do something that is very creative, fun, passionate, or whether you do something that's quite serious and less active but more using your brain. It almost feels like there's a polarity here of self where you could be really arguing with yourself over what to do. And there's that Eight of Swords card that's on the bottom of the deck there. So perhaps you're feeling a little bit trapped. The solar eclipse comes with courage because it's in the sign of Leo. So this is asking you, let's see what your last card is. This is asking you to go against your own grain here and to push through. You're going to have lots of options. There's options here. Perhaps that's the thing that's stalling you. Maybe it is the fact that you've got a lot of options, and with that justice card being on the bottom there, you could be looking at the legal implications of something, or what would happen if I really did flip this script, what would the consequences be? And maybe there's somewhere where you're thinking about consequences, but you could also be thinking about what you could have. Maybe you're being seeing the potential here, although that does come on the feminine side under the devil. There could be some sort of temptation here to do something that pleases you but not everybody else. And it depends whether you feel like you're going to take it or not. I'm not going to advise you one way or the other because it's all personal choice. But this feels like something that you could get very fired up about here. Something that makes you feel really good. But it's like the logical side of you doesn't know whether to do it or not. But that's up to you. I'm going to leave that with you. If you'd like to book a reading, the link's in my bio. Big love and hugs.